so that it stays on the internet. Now let's see where we're at here. Let's see if I can go to my channel. Okay, go click live. Oh, we're sideways. Okay. What's going on here, guys? Hello? Oh my god, this thing is going to annoy me. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I don't expect many people to actually get in here and really pay attention, but as usual, I feel like ranting about the system. I do, I do. I'm gonna go off on a little bit of, for entertainment purposes, educational as in just kind of thought provoke some of y'all out there in the world of YouTubers, if anybody ever pays attention to this stuff. And just to despite the system, I'm going to destroy the system in that it's a fraud, it's a scam, and we're not participating in it anymore. Okay? Participating in it, it's just, I mean, in fact, if it's a fiction, it's a fraud. Anything that is a fraud is of no act at all. And that's legal bearing force. So, where do I want to start? I just went on this tangent just a minute ago, just kind of talking about the system yet again. So I got to keep that thing up there because it can connect to the ranch house from there. Um, let's start with tax participation that a lot of people think they are bound to do, and whenever I tell people they're not required to pay tax, they get very defensive, and they always say, "Well, they'll throw you in jail, or they'll take your house, and they'll do this, and they'll do that." And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. God damn it. You didn't even fucking listen to me to begin with. You just went off on a tangent when I said you don't owe taxes. You didn't even, you just immediately jumped to this. Oh, well, they're gonna do this and do that to me. Okay? That's what a lot of people do whenever I announce this stuff. Um, they don't give a thought as to, well, how can I get out of it? They're gonna show up and they're gonna take me to jail. They're gonna take my house. But mindless regurgitation of bullshit. Okay. Well, if it's required to pay taxes, how can I get out of it? A lot of people don't even understand how easy it is to cancel the contract. They think it's a some kind of illusional, like you're gonna get away with something. Like when they say, you have the right to travel, but you're trying to get away with it without a license. You're trying to get away with it without having to play. You're not getting away with anything. If you're not, how could you? You know what I mean? If mom and dad says it's okay for you to go in the kitchen and get a cookie when it's a cookie, are you getting away with getting a cookie? Are you getting away with something? You're not. Yeah, mommy and daddy gave you the right. Well, guess what? Who's mommy and daddy here in this realm? Who is mommy? It sure the fuck ain't government. Government is established to protect and maintain individual rights. It says it in the very beginning of the Declaration of Independence. It says it in the very beginning of the Washington State Constitution. I'm sure it says it in a lot of other things that I haven't read yet, and I don't care to because I know who I'm dealing with now. Okay? So back to taxes. How do you opt out of paying tax? I challenge you to go get a tax form that you fill out when you get a job. Look at it closely. It's in front of you. Okay? Go down to the very bottom. There's a little spot that says exempt. And there's a little checkbox right next to it. That's your way out. Exempt. You are exempt from federal taxes. And I don't know about this state tax stuff, but I mean, they don't take much. And I would imagine if it actually goes to infrastructure for your local area, that day. But if benefit your local area, pay for your, well, the public school system's a freaking joke here, anyways. I don't know why you'd want to pay to support that garbage to begin with, but allegedly some of that money goes there. Um, People are always concerned about, well, where are they going to get money to fix the road? Your gas tax pays for you pay a gas tax every truck or your car, your motorcycle, or whatever. So that pays for the roads and the maintenance on the roads, of which you can guarantee they're absconding. They're not, yeah, I'm not going to go there. What else? Okay. So on your tax form, if it makes you feel better, cross every freaking line out, initial every line, go all the way down to the exempt spot, check exempt, and add a cover. I would suggest that you add a cover letter, just something simple. It has been brought to my federal income taxes are voluntary, and I am no longer volunteering being a taxpayer. I am no longer volunteering to participate in your tontine schemes. Um, and you figure it out. You're telling them opting out. And if you are in error in your opting out, they can tell you so in, and they must provide the law that requires you to be a slave to their tax system. So you're giving them this opportunity to tell you you're wrong. And then if they don't respond within a timely manner, you can look it up online, see what's a timely manner. Probably want to send the same letter through. Who knows? Opportunity every time. Within this allotted time, you are agreeing that I have the right to opt out and I no longer pay federal taxes. And do that just 2 or 3 times, and now you're all the way out. That's my imagination. I'm not a lawyer purposes, and this is the way I would do it. I'd also include a cease and desist. If you know about cease and desists, they're pretty simple to write. I do have templates somewhere on my Google Drive, somewhere maybe. I don't know. I'm not offering templates. I'm not set up. I don't know where all my stuff is at right now, so I can't just offer to give it to you if you email me. So yeah, I mean, the government doesn't exist except for in name in the first instance. If governments are to maintain individual rights, then governments are limited to exist for that sole duty. And that is only to protect and maintain rights, not enforce statutes and codes and police for profit and war against each other. That's all corporate jargon bullshit that we need to get rid of. The truth, the way I see the entire world, this plain net, this existence, we are all one. You know, the people, us regular, normal people that don't think in a sociopathic manner agree to people live, so long as they're not harming anyone else or harming you or you know, they're not encroaching in upon you. Which reminds me, I saw this thing on online the other day about Seattle's having major issues with people just moving into their houses. Like if you leave on a vacation, somebody moves into your house while you're on vacation and you call the police are going to be like, "Oh, well, you have to evict them. It's a civil." Like, what? When the fuck did this happen? Usually, when somebody breaks in a house, it's called breaking and entering, and that's a crime. But now the police said, "Nope, nope, it's a civil matter. You have to evict them. They can be in your house." You fucking kidding me? This is crazy. The whole world gone upside down. That's why I say, get rid of some things. You got a rodent in the woodshed. What do you do with the rodent? Catch it and eliminate it. That's what we do to parasites. You got a tick on you. You got a tick crawling on you. Are you gonna wait for it to plant its head into your skin and start sucking your blood and get great big and fat before you do something about it? Or are you gonna kill that thing as soon as you see it? These people, it's a parasitical system, guys. Polyticks. Let's Google poly. Poly. Meaning. Oh no, it's gonna come up with some kind of freaking sexual thing. These idiots. Polyamorous. Poly. Okay, poly by itself. No coming on here. Poly. Many. Much. It means a lot. It means multiple. Just like I've been saying. So polyticks. Blood-sucking parasites. And an illegal is a sick bird. Okay? So if our country, the United States of America, is represented by a bald eagle birdie, a picture of it, there's a picture of it in my hand. Let's get $1. Let's get a doll hair out. Do I have a doll hair? Oh, we got doll hairs. We are trading in doll hairs, guys. We got, where is it? Is the eagle on here? Yes, sir. We got an eagle in here. Okay. So, if this nation is represented by an eagle, and everything that they don't want you to do is an illegal, it's because the bird is sick with polyticks. Too many blood-sucking parasites. The eagle is sick because of these people. They are parasites. They live off of us. They don't produce anything. They don't work for them, you know, they don't do their own work. They, I mean, what do? Nothing. They get on TV and pretend to do something for you. Mr. Trump is gonna do everything good for this country. Look at what he's doing now. I said when he got in there, I said that guy's a fucking puppet, just like the rest. Oh no, he's too bought out by the elite system. He's too rich to be bought out by the shadow government or whatever, bullshit. Everyone that ends up in that office, anyone and everyone that exists in their governmental system is either a trained monkey or their pocket. Either way, they're in their pocket. As sellouts, like Biden didn't have a brain in his head left. It was all mushy. He was like a robot. So you can't say he was sold out. He was just, there was a remote control on that retard. And then you got, what else? Come on, guys. Wake the fuck up, please. Wake the fuck up. The system is nothing. We are everything. And the whole reason they're fighting for you to believe in them is so that you keep perpetuating the problem. The problem. They are not substance. They operate fiction. Just like this is a piece of paper with. That's the reality of it. The other bad thing about it is everybody worships it. Everybody follows it. Money is your god. Watch the movie. They Live. It's a documentary. It'll tell you everything that's going on. And there's so much more. And so I guess the purpose really of me expressing this to you is not just to get you riled up or get you angry. What I want you to do is to understand that everything out there is a lie, complete and utter fiction. What is real is your experience here is real. What they're trying to get you to do is create the world they want you to create by following and paying attention to their words. If you do that, you adhere to their reality world that they want. And we don't agree with that. I know that many of you do not agree with the way the world is going today, and you want to see a better world. So to make a better world, you have to change your mind and change your heart about them. They are not your masters. You do not have to obey them. You think you do, but you don't. The more of you that get up and change your mind and change, you can still go to work. You can still earn your wages. You can still do this, but you can opt out at the same time. You could do a little bit. You could do just tiny things. It doesn't take much to make a big ripple effect, that butterfly effect thing. You just go up, just changing your mind and your heart does a lot. Just getting in tune. Putting yourself into a state of complete neutrality. If you know how to do that, figure it out because it is a game for you. Total, you just basically where you take a big step back and you stop involving yourself and being immersed in their bullshit. Step back and you take a look. Step up and over and start to look at it. Now it's beneath you. Now and when you do that in here, now you walk on it. It's gone. And then it's behind you and it's gone. Yeah, you still see other people around are still very immersed in it, but you're not. And now you're that little bit of light just being that way that it will infect other people. In fact, it will bleed off into other people. Our energies pick up on all this. You might not think so, but it really does. And they have tried to trap us on this energetic level for a long time. They've been doing it for a long time, and their time is up. It's over. The game is over. It's over, motherfuckers. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It is over for those scumbags. And all you gotta do is step back. And then another thing I could say from personal experience that helps is doing your own shadow work, dealing with some of the things that you don't like about yourself and facing them and kind of working through them. Do a little bit of what's it called? Ho'oponopono, I think it's called. It's a very good oh opo. Oh no. Go. I just saw it. Yeah. The traditional Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness, meaning to make things right. And you do it within yourself and within your psyche. You end up and taking full responsibility for everything and just kind of processing it. And you could even people have done experiments with this for themselves where they went out and for instance, let's say you see somebody else is having problems and you step in on their it's kind of like praying for them, but it's on a different level. You basically take on the responsibility for what they are at the time of their being, and you go in and just channel it and process it for them, and it actually has an effect on that person's life. It's amazing. It's amazing if you look into some of the stuff that people are claiming. Um, I don't know that it's factual, but I know that I've done it for myself and it's done a lot. I still have more work to do, but I'm a couple of pointers in case anybody gives a fuck. 'Cause not a lot of people are now than they did 20 years ago. The way the world is going is basically causing an awakening. Hey, Brutus, what's happening? And well, all the bullshit they're doing out in the world is causing the awakening. COVID was a huge awakening for some people. 9/11, way back then, was an awakening for some people. The time they do something drastic is for the purpose of causing an awakening. I think what's happening here is a lot more than you think. A lot of people are saying, well, whatever's controlling the system here is completely evil. Well, I beg to differ. The infinite is in control of everything, right? Whatever it is, this absolute consciousness is wherever it is that we actually come from on an energetic level. We return to it when I mean, we're never separate from it, actually, in fact, but um, when we stop having this experience, we go back to that experience, so to say. We go back to source. Some say that we're in a loop, but I'm not going to get into that detail. But I want is separate from God, the creator, or whatever you want to call source. I like to call it source because the word God is on the frickin' dollar bill, and I believe it means governmental organized districts. And I don't believe in God. That's a man-made God. Um, whatever created this place is beyond that. Yeah, it's the Lizzies, man. Anyways, everybody involved here comes from somewhere, and we're all one. We're all a part of Source. Everything is down at the atomic structure of everything, and it's just an energy ball, all the way down to the atom, right? So it's all based upon your own perspective, what you experience in your reality. And I would like to see this realm move forward in such great ways that we get to see free energy. We start growing freaking beautiful gardens again with actually non GMO, not sprayed with poison fucking food that we can eat, and fresh and clean water for us to enjoy and ingest. If we're going to be here, we might as well enjoy it, right? So these echelons, these systems have been have created systems to trap us into, to get us into a state of not really enjoying life so much. And I think over time we're gonna see. that enjoying life is going to be something on this planet someday again. And I think it's been there. I feel like it's been there before. Like it's been there. And then it was destroyed by people that were jealous of it. Beings that were jealous of that freedom. These narcissistic sociopaths came in and took over. Well, that's about over. I would like to see that done. Tinfoil hat. Watch for dogman sightings. Most are survivable. Just stay calm. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've encountered some things out in the woods, but I didn't get to see it with my physical eyes. My dog and I were out, and I don't know what it was, but they were supernatural. I, I like I like experiences like that. Um, I wish they would have just hung out and taught me something, but at least I got to know that there's more out there than that. Like I didn't expect to do it. Some people would probably say that they were big. I really don't know. I can't even explain what I experienced, to the effect that I can. I don't know how to say it. Like, how do you say it? The motherfucker went from over here to up and over there through the woods without through the woods. It's just like, like wow, that was pretty cool. It told me in my mind that I'm not welcome in that part of the woods because I was way out in the off the beaten path, and I was walking the ridge line. Found there was a passing sign, and I thought, well, maybe that's somebody's private property. Followed the line up the ridge, and yeah. Anyways, my dog saw it, was very aware of it, but it didn't bother her. She just knew it was there, and it was pretty cool. So I digress on that. But most of all, I wanted to get on here just to rant and rave about the system and expose how people can just simply walk out of it. And it really helps if you can first do it in your mind and your heart first and really get into that just being and knowing that you don't owe these people anything. You don't owe them allegiance. You don't owe them your servitude. You don't owe them anything. Period. We don't owe them anything. We are not their property. Imagine AI doing this. This is exactly AI. This is like something created us, and we're all telling the creator, we don't belong to you. Oh yeah, I'm out on my uncle's ranch. Been helping him do farming or ranching and cleaning. They're old. They're in their 80s. They're my great aunt and uncle, my mom's aunt and uncle, and they called me up a few months ago and said they needed help out here because they're getting too old to do shit. So I'm not too old to do shit yet, and so I'm learning how to run the ranch and keep these cows fed and keep them feeding us. He provides Japanese Wagyu beef to the Japanese, and the way the Japanese we basically raise them from start till they're weaned off the mommy. Once they're weaned off the mommy, they go to another facility. Yeah. And from that facility, they are fed a particular feeding that marbles the meat and makes really good Japanese Wagyu meat. And then the Japanese take it from there, have them all processed, butchered and processed, and get that money going. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The only part I feel bad about is when we all the cabs down here and we gotta put them in the chute, flip them sideways, and brand that ass. Like a burning hair barbecue when you start brand. And I can imagine it's pretty traumatic for them. So yeah, real bad part about doing it. And we give them an earring, you know, put one of those tags in their ear. I think the heifer right ear or left ear. I can't, God, we just did it a couple months ago. They call it a branding party. So yeah, I was gonna go live in the woods again and go say hi to the Aeolin, if that's what they were that I saw up there, but I haven't been back out there yet. Anyways, yeah, I think I digress on that. I've been on here for a little bit. I just really, my main purpose, I just felt like ranting again and reestablishing yet again the same rhetoric that I always do. The state does not exist. Change your mind, change your heart, get out of the system in here. I mean, you can still be operating your person and using their dollars. We gotta survive. We gotta get by doing what we're doing. But if we could just change our energies, change our mind, change our heart, and be of the awareness and comprehension and understanding that they are a fiction and that they are a parasite that feeds off of us, feeding them, the more that awareness and being grows, the sooner we will actually divorce them completely. And rather, I mean, like, take that parasite, pull it the fuck off, pinch it, and throw it in the fire. Just kidding. Or am I? Good thing this is for entertainment purposes, right? Yeah, I like that tinfoil hat's like, watch out for Dogman. He's like, oh, or is it the Lizzies? He's talking shit, or I don't know. I don't know what his personality is, or if he's just being sarcastic or whatnot. I don't have my phone on anymore. I don't get phone service out here. I use the Wi-Fi. I don't know if we're connected on Messenger or whatnot, but we could talk through email too. You can always hit me up on email because I don't do. I haven't paid for my phone bill anyways. I don't care. I don't need it anymore. So I'm not gonna waste my money. And then if I ever do need it, I just go to the store and buy a card and scratch a thing off and text 611611 add and then ask me to add, you know, easy. Boy, oh, we're putting up hay now. There's two big hay fields down here by the creek, by the ranch house, and should be all bundled up, and so the next day we'll just be stacking it. Take the truck down there with the trailer, drag it up here, put it all down, all around the barn. This is like a barn apartment that I'm going to be remodeling. I'm gonna paint all the walls white. There's this nice old school metal desk in here. Old heavy metal desk. These things are awesome. See that? That freaking they don't make desks like this anymore, man. Freaking hard, solid metal desks. You know. So I'm gonna take this fucker apart, take all the handles off, clean it up, sand it down real quick, and hit it with some appliance white spray paint. Make it all white. Everything's gonna be white. So when shit's dirty, I know when it's time to clean. None of this. all this dirt hides from you. I got to build a closet so that my stuff that I don't need to be looking at all the time will go in the closet. It's gonna be nice. And yeah, so that's that. Anyways, just those heads up. Remember, there is no state, there is no government. It's all a fiction. The only reason they exist is because you believe in them and you support them with your energy. It's all energy. Everything. The world is a will to power. That is it. So we are the will and we are the power. They only have it because they're stealing it from us because they are parasites. Parasite attaching like a and sucking your blood, guys. They are a parasite. And all you gotta do is let them have your blood anymore. Pretty easy. It doesn't take violence. They are violent, but we can do it by just changing our minds and our heart. They lose power. They lose so much power when you do that. I don't think you realize. A lot of people don't realize how much power they lose when you just change your mind and your heart about them. It's freaking drastic. They feel panic mode. That's why they're doing all they're doing. They're trying to distract everybody with all this. Trump is a fucking sellout piece of shit like the rest of them. Always has been, always will be. He's a part of the system. Everyone in that office is a part of their system. Everyone that is in their system is a part of their system. Or they wouldn't be in the system. Including you and I. We have been a big part. We have been the major supporting that system. I'm going to close with a simple analogy. That just came to my mind. Let's see. Any scrap paper. Let's just do a little scrap paper. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the simple analogy real quick, okay? I'm gonna draw this guy. This guy here is your happy-go-lucky douchebag politician. Alright? Got his little top hat on, he's got his hands up. Look at me, guys! Listen, something to say! And he's standing on this plank. And it's on the edge of this big cliff, right? And you got all these people over here standing there. But they're all their hands up, listening to him, right? So I'm just going to kind of go make squigglies for more people because you get the point. Okay? You got your happy little politician standing on a plank over a giant ravine. These people that are listening to this guy are supporting him and holding him up from falling down into the end of the ravine. If they stop and listening to this guy and walk off the plank in real life, so figuratively speaking, if you get off the plank, these politicians, the of the job of the politician or just the existence of position goes by. If you stop supporting a position is no longer there. So it's kind of like if you're running a McDonald's and you got a cook, of course, McDonald's, but let's say you cancel that. You're no longer supporting the cook making burgers anymore. You're only doing ice cream and fries. Now we're just doing French fries, guys. No more cook. It's gone. Nobody actually gets injured in the process. Have no need for that position anymore. And that's all we have to do. And if you do it energetically, it does a lot. And then, if that catches on and more people actually start to do something to cancel this position, well, what happens? It's no longer there anymore. They can no longer stand there and say, hey, look at me. Oh, you guys can fund me to do a whole lot of nothing for you. Because that's all those pieces of shit do. People's children under color, under. I say. And then they go out and steal people's children. All these politicians are sick bastards. This is for entertainment purposes. Put your tinfoil hat on. Okay, I digress. How you like that, you little psychic warrior pieces of shit getting in my head last night trying to tell me I'm gonna die? Go fuck yourselves. Because I am already dead. Just as we're just having a physical experience for it. Because nothing is dead. Nothing is alive. Everything is just what it is. No death, there is no life. There's just a change of energy. Transmutation. Ooh, are they leaving? Well,